world.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Denzel Porter. It's the BS Podcast. Let's go. Hey. 2019. 2019. 2019.
Check it. Mine's on the uplift. Life too short with a temper to match, so I don't got time for the fuckery. You ain't gon' bang that silly. We know you afraid to get busted. You gunning them gym like jelly. You might as well pull up with a musket. Plus we the best thing to come out the X, and my niggas be bugging no mesh screens. We never frontin', we just like buttons. We only work when we press steam, something prestige. I'm shining in here like the best sheen. I only appear with the best weed. Don't care for my bed, I'm connected to the empire. Watch my chest beat. Now most of your niggas is shitty, unless you the king of your city. I'm taking your crown, hey gon' come with it. I would eat it now, but Chris is a vegan. Ain't giving no peanuts, no fucks if you favorite for seasons. You see now I treat them like niggas. Some niggas put all of they cards on the table. My nigga, we know they ain't armed, they sleeveless. See, we hit the scene like we know the setting. These arms of mine ain't Otis Redding. I go and get her, I go and get it. If I go and get him, that's his Armageddon. He ain't got a setup for no stormy weather. I'm soaking jealous, ain't it so depressing? Champion, you see me shoulder pressing, and I hold the ring like I swore the wedding. But look, you seen bout that life. Just touch that nigga. Now you seen bout your bread. So what's up, my nigga? Now you seem motivated, my G, go rush that nigga. But you seem passionate, bro. Fuck that nigga. Look, let me tell you about the Bronx where shit ain't sweet, that's just jello. When most of my homies had half-life while you was at home playing Halo. I was in the field with the wolves. Why do you think you could play with me? We're paying rental advisory. Most of your XP you pay to see, but when real niggas spittin', this ain't just word that is written. This is for legacy living and niggas in prison and homies that didn't make it to see Christmas. See, this is the difference between me and you. You give a factual feel, but nigga, I'm actually real. You really think you could roll? I'll put your head in a barrel attached to a wheel and push, 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 push.
Yo, that was Denzel Curry, feature artist of the new year. We starting off with a bang.
That dude was snapping, man.
Yeah.
I heard him before. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. It's the BS Podcast Show.
Yep.
Swin.
Boyma.
Yes.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New
man.
Year, my dude.
Likewise.
Man, love you, brother.
What's your resolution?
Oh, my resolution. Actually, man, I've been had the same resolution. Let's see, going on about like 9 years now, and it's to conquer my road rage.
Okay.
You know about that. You've been on the phone with me.
Yep.
I lose my whole entire shit, and like I can't keep allowing that to happen because I'm a very defensive driver. So and like I just hate when I got to deal with a lot of stupidity. There are people that are just absent-minded, oblivious on their phone, and like I'm like, dude, you're gonna kill all this. Like you're operating a vehicle, right, dude? Let's just focus on this. But like you said, I'm gonna get back to it. One of my resolutions I'm working on again is the main one. With the other little ones is like conquering this road rage, man.
I feel you.
You?
Just to stay alive, man. I don't aim high. I aim low for resolutions, man. Just breathing, that's about it. Yeah. Breathing, and also being more mindful of being a negative person. Because the internet has a way of making you negative. When you first see a story, the first thing that you want to do is crack a joke or be negative about it. And then we don't research anything. We just spew out what we need to say. Yeah. And then we find out at a later point that the story was incorrect. And then we don't go back and check. Because I feel like we give too much of our emotion to a particular story. And then...
like Jay said, do you even read it or do you just skim through it? Most of us just skim through it. And then, the bold letters. Oh, the date. I remember what date that happened. Oh, I know who wrote it. That's all.
And then we don't even know the source anymore. So yeah, that's it. So stay alive, and then just like check my emotions and verify things online or on the internet. That's about it.
All right, it sounds kind of similar. Striving to be a better person. I'm trying to, like I said, conquer this road rage. Especially what I'm saying, because
and I think for you a resolution should be your usage of the N-word.
He said he want me to bury that word. Death to the N-word.
I ain't saying bury it. I mean just keep it in your pocket.
I gotta curve it a little
sparingly.
Bit. Okay. You know what? Actually,
you conceal and carry on this.
I have been trying. I have been working on it. But I've been doing the substitute. So
use the substitute word for
dude.
What? Oh,
dude. So I mean, do it a lot. So I call. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's been an issue with me too because when he's saying the N word, it's not just one where that brings this to my attention. I use the N word for everybody.
What's that? We're about to have an intervention.
An intervention. We gotta have an intervention. I call everybody the N word. fellow brothers, white people, women.
Don't matter.
And so, and that's the whole thing about it. Like, it don't discriminate. Everybody can get it. Like I said, I'm an ABK.
Even if you ain't, you are.
Shut up.
You would have been the holy slave called the slave master.
Yes, nigga. Is it? I'm gonna slide it up in there.
N-word want us to work. But yeah, I'm happy to see the new year though, man.
Yes.
But anyways, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Oh, speaking of New Year, dude, another thing I don't want to cut you off to. Like, it's January in Minnesota, and this weather is lovely, dude. I love this, dude. This is a great New Year.
The only bad thing about this weather is there's been a lot of shootings.
Man, it's like, it's so nice out here. You know what I'm saying? I can come outside more often. Raise my body count.
Even it's that's the one thing when the heat come out, you know.
Yeah, it's
but it's beautiful.
Man, it's been.
I ain't complaining.
Not at all. Not at all, man. So you already know we got some topics lined up for y'all today. I want to jump right on this one right away.
What is it?
You already know. It's the hot topic right now going around on social media, especially Facebook. The R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly on Lifetime.
I believe it's a lie. Man, I believe, but that's what R. Kelly said.
All right, so look, here you go. So I guess that now it's on the 6th episode. They're pumping them out quick.
Episode number 6. Yeah, it's almost like they binging it.
Right,
dude.
For you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta catch up.
It's on all day.
It's all day. It's the Surviving R. Kelly marathon. Like I stayed up late last night trying to get caught up on it so I can give a better perspective on it on the show today. I passed out during like the first episode, but like man, it's
what perspective do you need though? For me, I would say this. I think it's 6 episodes too long. I think it's 1 episode too long. I think basically everybody already knew the type of dude he was, and they keep rehashing the same thing, people saying the same stuff. Basically, dude is a freak. That's all they should have said. That shit should have lasted like 15 seconds. Surviving R. Kelly is a freak. Because it made me feel some sort of way watching it, right? It's like, do we need 6 episodes to find out that this dude is a freak? As soon as he came out, when they were like, he married Aaliyah, he met her at 13 and married her at 16, and she was even pregnant?
He met her at 12. Then they got married at 15. It was his drummers or somebody from his band's like niece or daughter or something like that. So her relative. But the reason why I was saying this story, because it doesn't just go in depth about like the survivors and the victims. The first episode kind of go in depth about him. Like he went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not condoning. I'm just saying like it just shows you how the cycle perpetuates. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably know no better. But the thing is, what I was talking the thing that I learned about it is that when you were saying that 6 episodes too much. See me, I did exactly what they was kind of covering in the one of the episodes. Is that once I saw Not Guilty, most like everybody, I just stopped paying attention to it. I stopped paying attention to it. See, I was like, he didn't do it.
See, being me as a parody person that takes people's music and change it around as to what's going on in their lives, I paid more attention to it because I was like, okay, it's like sometimes when a lot of people come out and say stuff about you, then you see that pattern there. For me, I knew he was guilty as soon as they said it, and I talked back to Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number. Man. And I was like, he wrote it, and he was around her at the time, and he was using it as an excuse.
And they went in depth. They went in depth a lot of just particularly about that song. Age ain't number the number.
And he used to be at because I used to do something on B96 where I used to like make fun of R. Kelly. So I had to read about it and know about it. So for me, once that part came up and the part about him like chilling at school lights in high school, waiting on the bus.
All right, don't mistake my laughter. You know what I'm saying? My laughter is
it's comical.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So
no disrespect.
No disrespect. You know what I'm saying to victim, but it's just that I'm laughing because of the accuracy of his story versus what I saw last night. It's all true. Like this dude is just. They're like, what the hell are you doing, R. Kelly? Him and his crew, they're just hanging out at high schools. Yeah. At high schools. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, who's not? What young, impressionable high school girl isn't going to be fascinated with this sparkly ass?
But do you even remember like back in the day when you were in high school, like you used to see these dudes come like you hated. Yes. I hated older dudes as seniors because I'm like, man, they
driving.
Yeah,
they can drive.
Like she's a freshman.
Man,
you picking her up.
Dude. Exactly. Like we used to see it was like that all the time. So
and imagine if that's R. Kelly. That's R. Kelly.
And most people were like, if you can't beat him, join them.
Yeah.
So, and that's how, you know what I'm saying. A lot of his crew, you know what I'm saying.
And then you like you're right. You said if it's somebody said they're not guilty, and then the court said the person is not guilty, you tend to forgive them and forget about it. And then he was releasing bangers too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you like. I don't like him, but man, I believe I can fly.
See, you didn't watch it, but everything you're saying is what they covered. They was like, kind of in a smart way. They don't know if he like was he conscious of what he was doing, but throughout the trial, through all this, to like create this, to keep this public perception of him, he's steady making hits. And so we're like, there's no way.
Don't pay attention.
There's no way.
A backyard party.
Man. He made Step in the Name of Love. Man, can't nobody make Step in the Name of Love do that type of shit to him.
When all that thing come out, yo, like his music just made me feel some sort of weird way. It's almost like when 50 and Ja Rule were beefing, and you in the club and you hear Ja Rule music, you just be like, man, I ain't even dancing. I'm through.
Man, and like it was, you know, they had different they had like Big Liz on there,
musicians and stuff, like, maybe that have worked with him,
and they were just talking about like they was like how like working with him during this time, like you couldn't even tell. Yeah. He's just working and acting like nothing's happening. Yeah, like, you know,
but this dude was like a serial multitasker as well. Like he was doing everything. Like he had a family. He then he was doing that. Man, then he was at the studio. Like, then he was writing songs. Then he was even learning how to read.
Oh, dude, like it was so much. They were talking to like so like I don't want to give up too much. We're just touching on a few things. So, but like if you are listening to this, most of y'all probably already like are caught up. But we don't want to spoil anything for you.
Spoil it.
We're just touching on things.
That's their fault. They ain't watch it.
We're just touching on things that that everyone knows in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but they were talking to one of his former backup singers. I can't remember her name, but you remember she had the braids, and she was just talking about how like it was crazy. Like they would come to the studio, and like there were so many, and like he would have like, I don't know if you ever been in a studio. There's like a whole bunch of different rooms and booths, and sometimes you're not the only artist there. There's other artists that recording at the same time. But he would have like the whole thing, right?
Like it's a motel,
and chicks just in each room. Just in each room, like, you know what I'm saying? He just in between sessions, like y'all take 5, y'all take a cigarette break.
Yeah, I take 6. I'll go take
I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about, you know what I'm saying? And so like she said, she just one time they were recording, like just in front of everybody. He's just in the booth recording, got her
banging at the same time,
just banging her homegirl, got her bent over, dude. Just why they recording? Like I'm like this. He just had no shame, like, you know what I'm saying? But like when you are.
But all his music was like that, though. All his music was
and that's
sexual.
what they were saying. They was like
sensual.
So they were talking to his first music teacher, like just all around like.
She said when he was 2, he was talking.
So she's like, yes, she's like, even when he was younger, she had to tone him down. It's like he was
so. You can't be doing that in class.
Like he was little.
Like that.
This, he was
hey man, you effing the backboard.
Like he was
got
so.
She
was like, yes, he was like he was so sexually aggressive and advanced and suggestive at such a young age.
Motherfucker like, his lullaby was sexual healing. Y'all see the fucking walking, baby.
But and that shows you the result. She said right then she knew.
Yeah, lock this motherfucker up.
No, not that he was gonna be a predator. That he was exposed or something that happened to him already. Yeah. And that's what it was. He was molested. Like he was molested from 7.
But did they say
14.
if it was a boy or a girl? A man or a woman that did it? Oh damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he was because his little brother did too. His little brother got molested. And
is this little brother locked up or something like that?
His older brother's locked up. His older brother's locked up. His little brother got molested, and so like his little brother came forth and told adults and wanted R. Kelly to back him, but he was embarrassed. So he said his little brother lied.
Oh, but even check this out though. This month released a 20-minute song that said I admit it. Like recently. Did you hear I admit it? It was the longest song ever, but he admitted everything except for what he's being accused of now. Because I was curious to listen. I'm like, let me see what this motherfucker admitted.
He's doing the same thing. French. It's like he's trying to do like this hiding in plain sight. Like he's done mastered it. Like he's atoning. Yeah. So like I'm gonna agree to this,
but I ain't agree to
that. So I ain't agree to this over there.
I'm gonna say this, but I ain't saying that.
I did that. I can see how y'all can say I did this, but I'm not doing that.
For me, I just think that you don't need 6 episodes, man. Like You don't need 6 episodes. And the thing about it is, like, we like, people attack black people so much that once something comes out, you're like, man, it's a conspiracy to bring another black man down.
And that's why, goes back to what I said initially. Once it was like, it's done, I was like, it's done. I was like, you know what? It's done, you know. But now it's like, basically the show is like a venting. It is, you know, there's just a venting for the.
And when him and Jay-Z was together, that song "Not Guilty"
see
was about Jay-Z rapping, but R. Kelly was saying basically, "You can try me, but I'm not guilty."
And see, that's what I said. He said he wasn't.
I got all my money. Tell me what you want from me. I'm not guilty.
Not guilty.
And then Jay-Z rapping on that. Of course you gonna be dancing.
And that's why I was like, dude, man, he ain't do that shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
hey,
another crayon vodka. Another crayon vodka. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do that shit. But
yeah, but you're right though.
So if y'all get a chance, check it out on Lifetime. I don't know how many more episodes are gonna be.
There's probably gonna be like more to come out because everybody. Oh, and now R. Kelly ain't gonna be the only one to fall under this umbrella because already like there's things coming out. Like, did you see the video of Drake when he was dancing with some girl live on stage? And he was filling up on her, and then he was like, "How old are you?" And she said 17, and he was like, "Oh, you gonna send me to jail or something like that?" And then even though she said she was 17, he proceeded to grab her breast and start kissing her on the back of the neck.
Man, literally, like I said, when they touched in, like specifically on that song, AJ Number the Number, I'm like, not in Hennepin County. Nah. They don't believe that. They're like that song, man, dude.
But even the thing about the girls too that are being kept, the so-called girls that are being kidnapped or whatever, they're old enough at this point, but they're like.
They're molded.
Yeah,
they're molded. Like he got them.
Yeah, and they're the ones making the decision. They're not saying like, "Oh, he kidnapped me." They're willingly being there, and the parents are feeding. The parents were feeding these girls to him after knowing all this. They were still like, "Go up there. He's gonna help your career."
Yeah. So, like I said, check it out. Boy, everything he's saying, like, dude, you'll see that in the episode. Don't want to ruin it for you. We'll probably touch on it next week, so don't want to ruin it too much. It's a lot. You know, but it's so much you're gonna find out, man. It's kind of mind blowing, man. But
we shall move on. Let's just touch on sports a little bit because I know
I can't wait.
Congratulations to your Chicago Bears.
Bear down.
The Eagles.
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
Whatever the song is, I don't even know. Anyway, so you guys are playing the Eagles today, right?
All right. Okay.
I just want to say one thing, right? Couldn't you guys just let the Vikings just win to make it to the playoffs? Like after everybody that comes here for refuge.
I can't wait to answer this.
You guys couldn't even do Minnesota that favor?
All right, B. I am 100% on page with you with this, man. This is exactly what I was saying last. So I was talking to my guy. Shout out to Javante. That's my guy, big Bears fan, and me and him were talking about this. He agrees with Nagy about we need to play through this and keep the momentum going.
That's
what
right.
he's saying.
Yep.
So
strike the iron while it's hot.
You know what I'm saying? And also, not to leave a divisional opponent around like that that'll come back and bite you in the ass in the playoffs because they know us now.
Right.
Like if you look at history, it is really hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. You know what I'm saying? You probably beat me 2. It's really, no matter how, it's hard to beat an opponent 3 times in a season.
Man, y'all could have done them a favor, man.
But
do me a solid.
This is the point I'm getting. I said we should have benched our starters and ran bullshit plays. Yeah. Didn't show you anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And then hurt. You know why? You know what always brings me back to, like, when people play a player that they shouldn't play a player? Yeah. It's Derrick Rose. When he was in that game and Chicago had already won that game in the playoff.
I said it
and
too.
And they decided to keep him in the game.
I said it too.
I
said it too. But that's why. That's the, you know, I'm
it's a double-edged sword.
I'm Team Tibbs, but Tibbs, that's why people don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You run your players to the ground. That 9-man rotation, even it doesn't work too much, man. You got 12 men for a reason.
So what do you think? What's your prediction? Y'all gonna win today?
Okay, this is how it is. All right, so look, but back to what you were saying. I agree with you, B. I felt we should have let the Vikings play. We should have gave the Vikings that game and knocked out Philly. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of the fact, the Philadelphia still are the defending Super Bowl champions. The postseason is a different monster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I agree with what Javante, my guy Javante, was saying. I agree with Nagy. You don't want to leave a divisional opponent around here who knows you too much because it's hard to beat them 3 times in a season. Right. So But of course, I think we're going to win, dude, because we got the number 1 defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in Trubisky, you know, because I look at it like this. Yes, Philadelphia has a ferocious front four, but we just went against one of the most ferocious defense in the league.
What, the Vikings defense?
The Vikings defense.
Man, the Vikings quit, man.
But the thing about it is,
I think everybody pissed because we got all that money.
You can say what you want, but the Vikings defense is like, and we all last time I saw what we did against them, and that Philadelphia front four ain't as fast as the Vikings front four. They're not as fast as them. But here's the thing about it is, we don't know. Or maybe we do know. The Eagles are playing this possum thing right now with their QB. Their QBs. They're lying. They're saying, they're all hurt, but they're saying they're all eligible. Yeah, so we don't really know if it's going to be Foles, it's going to be Wentz.
Right.
You know, we don't know who's going to be in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame them from doing that.
They
you know,
playing that Meek Mill defense.
And also another thing, our reason why we're going, I think we got an advantage on winning is because the Bears, unlike these other teams, yes, we're at home.
Okay.
But we don't. We know they got Alshon Jeffrey. See, these other teams been playing out. Forgot who won that Super Bowl for them last year. Alshon Jeffrey, one of the most still. He's a killer in this league. Now Carson Wentz may have forgotten about him, trying to go to Aguilar and Ertz a little bit too much. But Foles hasn't. That's why Foles holds the record for the Eagles for the most.
You naming too many names right now. You like the game. I don't even know what the hell you talking about. All I asked you was.
I'm gonna cut it short.
Goddamn,
I'm gonna cut it short.
What's it on me?
Hey, but
what do you think this is? First take?
I'm gonna cut it short. But the whole thing about it is, yes, I think we're gonna get them. Also, the Chargers and the Ravens. I'm going with the Chargers over the Ravens.
Did you see the Chargers player that was in the back of an Uber? What's their running back name? He has long hair.
Melvin Gordon?
Yes. So he was in the back seat of a car, right? And he was talking to this dude who had grew up in Baltimore but was living, I think, in Cali right now or whatever. So he's in the back seat and he's talking to this dude, and dude has no clue. And he's like, yeah, what about their running back though? He's like, he's a good boy. He's a good kid. He's like, I'm proud of these kids nowadays. And then he's just asking him a question. He's like, yeah, Philip Rivers gonna be laying on his butt a bunch of times, so y'all gonna have to pick him up. And the dude's like, so where are you from? And he said he was from another state. But then the dude's like, then why are you going for the Ravens? He's like, well, I'm from Baltimore. I'm just talking that Baltimore-ish. Right? So the whole time he doesn't know it's him. Right. And the dude is just like on this phone. He's just like messing with him. Yeah. And then at the end of the ride, he goes, yeah, I'm so-and-so of the San Diego Chargers.
Oh, Melvin Gordon?
Yeah, and the dude's like, huh? You are? And he's like, yeah, I'm Melvin Gordon. He's like, oh, man, well sign an autograph for me then. Man. And then the dude's like, and then he signed the autograph, and the dude's like, can I get a selfie? And then he's like, sure, man, let's take a picture. And it was just cool, because it was genuine, and he was just back there. It was like one of the most, like, now it makes me want to watch, and see him play,
That's going to be a really good game. You got Phillip Rivers and them. They're a really good under the radar team and that Chargers team versus a really hot Ravens team. They got Lamar Jackson under the center, and everybody is, you know what I'm saying, on the Lamar Jackson wagon right now. He's Vic 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Vic has even called.
So who's gonna be the quarterback for the Ravens then? Is it
Lamar Jackson?
Okay, all right. So
Michael Vick 2.0.
Flacco got hurt?
No, he got benched.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, because
is RG3 playing for the whatchamacallit? For the Ravens?
Archie? Is he?
Or is he out the league?
No, he's still in the league. He's back up somewhere.
I think he's with the Ravens. If anything, he's with the Ravens.
I'm thinking, but Flacco's back up though.
Okay.
So
wow.
But that's gonna be a good game. So the games that happened yesterday were
2 black quarterbacks lost.
Dude.
Whatchamacallit and whatchamacallit? Russell and dude from Texas.
I forgot. I was like, who's about Deshaun? I love Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson.
Jackson Watson.
There is Deshaun Jackson. He played for the Redskins. All right, so we're going to touch on that first game, dude. All right, so one, I'm so glad I didn't bet yesterday because both of the teams I was betting on yesterday both lost.
My cousin called me talking trash, talking about the Vikings ain't in the playoffs. I'm like, okay, all right. So I said I'll be rooting for the Texans.
For Houston. Yeah,
but then I hit him up yesterday while they were down 21. I said, I got a new show for Lifetime. It's called Surviving the Colts.
Man, dude. So, are you a Texan fan at all? Not at all.
No, I'm not from Houston. I lived in Houston for a little bit, but no.
You don't like any of their teams? Not the
necessarily.
Rockets or the Astros?
I don't see it for me. I don't have a loyalty towards a
to
particular sports team, no matter what the sports team is, because at the end of the day, I'm always happy, no matter who wins or loses. So it's good for my sanity. Okay. And I don't do fantasy for the simple fact that if I want the T-Wolves to win and they're playing the Lakers and I have LeBron on my fantasy team, now I'm hoping LeBron scores a lot of points. It's too confusing for me.
My guy said the same thing. He in a sense that I play fantasy. He used to play fantasy. He doesn't play fantasy anymore because it messes with his fanhood.
It does.
It makes him cheer for people and teams that he would normally hate. You know what I'm saying? It's
and
like,
then the thing about it too is it's personal. People start cussing people out, going to their homes.
They kiss that damn ball, man. Shut the point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
and then it's like, they don't do that to you. They don't pick you if you a garbage man to say, I guarantee you that he goes to 16 homes today and step out the truck at least once or twice. So it's unfair to them, you know?
So, about the games yesterday, we're going to get off this sports because we know that isn't too many some of y'all favorite topics. But yesterday, AFC wildcard game was against the Colts and the Texans, and the Colts won. That was a good game. Deshaun Watson, one of my favorite QBs, and DeAndre Hopkins is my favorite wide receiver in the league. They came up a little short.
Because I think I like the Texans because most of them are good about the community. Like, if something happens, they step in. Like the 7-year-old girl that got shot, they're stepping in to take care of that, a funeral or whatever, or just even donating money. I think one of the Texans players donated all of his salary for that game towards the family. So that's a good thing.
That's dope, man. That's dope. That's real good.
And for that situation, it's really sad. There's two sad things about it. One, a 7-year-old girl lost her life. The second sad point is people are so adamant about having a race war that both sides are blaming each other for stuff. As soon as it happened, they were saying that it was a white dude, right?
See, I'm not.
But then I'm like, white people don't really do drive-bys.
See, I just. And
if it was a racist person, they would have said something racist before that shot rang off,
and probably want the credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
so, because it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you here. I'm not gonna take you away and kill you.
Right. And then another thing I was saying too is the fact that I was like, as soon as it happened, I said it was a gang situation where someone thought somebody else was driving a car and didn't verify that it was that person and shot up the wrong car. Because there's no reason why someone would do that to a 7-year-old.
That's been the story forever. And see, and this is why, man, it's like, dude, like, oh man, like, people, like, with the whole gang thing, you know, like, you just, I hate that. I can't even get it out. I'm so damn annoyed.
Is it a reason?
Because it's like, dude, it's like, that's been the same BS story for so fucking long. It's like, come on, you thought it was him. Like, dude, how many times are little kids and innocent people and bystanders gonna get killed because like
because you're a lazy gang.
Exactly. you too lazy to confront. Damn, this shit is bullshit, man. I was just having this conversation with my guy Andrew. Shout out to Andrew, man. We were talking about just gun laws and stuff like that. He's actually in law school. He just took his LSTAT. He passed. Congratulations again, bro. But me and him.
He a lawyer?
He's going to be a lawyer.
What kind of criminal lawyer?
Right now, he hasn't really determined which field he's
going to. Okay, I'm going to wait first because you know when
so
you hear about somebody, I'm going to commit a crime.
So he just completed his. He just passed his LSTAT. You know what I'm saying? LSTAT. I'm saying or whatever.
That's the bar?
No, not that.
Oh, not the bar yet. Okay.
No. This is more like a law school admittance test.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So. Something like that. So if I'm wrong, forgive me. And me and him were talking about just gun laws and like just to brief it, because not to get off tangent thing. Like it's just we as a country, you know what I'm saying, as a people, as Americans, have not proved that we are responsible enough for firearms. I'm not saying everybody, but on a majority of cases, it's like how many innocent people, how many schools got to get shot up, how many public mass shootings, how many do we have to have for us to understand we are not responsible enough?
Right.
We're not responsible enough.
The thing about it too is this. People always go back to the fact the founding fathers. The founding fathers were assholes. They wore wigs, right?
And had slaves.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So if all that was wrong, why the right to bear arm? If we want to go back to the right to bear arm, let's go back to, if we're using that as a reason to have guns, let's go back to using muskets.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, because if you really want to kill somebody, you know, by the time it takes for you to do that, you probably
and you might miss. You gonna change your mind,
or might change it. You know what, man? Fuck it.
This is
I'm
cool.
not.
It's too much work. And then this is another thing too. Is the fact that if they had those machine guns back then, I guarantee you they wouldn't have passed their law. Man,
and also too, what Boy was touching on too, and I used to touch on this. We talk about this in class, you know, went to school for criminal justice and all this, and in the law classes we used to talk about the Second Amendment. I used to say and feel that it's an obsolete amendment. It doesn't really pertain to now. Back then, when you living in a country that was in fear of a constant invasion, like, dude, we can get invaded right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now.
By a bear.
Right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now. You know what I'm saying? They were scared because one, there was natives around that you done stole the land from. You gotta worry about.
Right, and they're afraid they're gonna come.
Exactly. Dude, like, hey man, we thought about this shit. Back. We was thinking about this while y'all had us over there in that cave, man, and we want to come back over here. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you had the natives that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all were worried about because you stole their land.
And it wasn't the internet to know what was going on around you. Yeah. No. And somebody else was gonna come and steal your land. You know what I'm saying? The land that you stole, you bought
the only
there.
internet they had was Paul Revere running through shouting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asleep. That was the first tweet.
And retweet as well.
Right. So, and then, like you said, you were fear of British invasion or any type of, you know what I'm saying, country invasion. You know what I'm saying? So, understandably, you would want that as a right to the citizens to create some type of, like, peace of mind amongst them. Or some type of confidence in the government. Like, y'all gonna let us protect us? Cool. But right cool. Now, we good right now, man. Cool. Because at first, I thought y'all was gonna take this from us. But now, if you look at it, there are certain weapons that aren't even allowed, that are against the laws to go hunting with, to shoot an animal with.
Right.
But it's okay to give it to a civilian. Yeah. It's like this.
If you can give it to a young kid.
Bro, if you aren't law enforcement or military, or these aren't, you know what I'm saying, instruments or tools or weapons, you know what I'm saying, used for hunting, there's no reason.
Matter of fact, I don't even think that cops should get guns. Like, I'm so adamant about it. I don't think cops should get guns because they're not responsible neither. I think when you first start off, they should give you a rock. Once you
wrist rock.
Yeah. Once you
he said a rock.
Stop a wild chunk. Once you show that you can use that rock, then they give you a slingshot. Once you show you can use that slingshot, then they give you a baton. Once you show, so it should be progression. So by the time you're about 80 years on the force, then you can get maybe a musket.
And see, what I had said in class, again, I always gotta go back to this. I had said, I didn't say take the guns. I said we should just convert to damn near full-on non-lethal ammunition and body cams. And see, people go, oh, non-lethal ammunition. No. Have you ever been shot with non-lethal ammunition? Dude, trust me, it do a lot of damage. A beanbag will put you down. Rubber pellets will put you down, dude. If someone shot you like 6-7 times rubber, dude, trust me, you're down. Yeah. You're down, dude. If a paintball, so people like you don't have
it hurts.
Exactly. So if a paintball can hurt you, don't get it twisted. We've seen, go online right now or whenever you get a chance and look up results or damage from non-lethal ammunition. Dude, trust me, it can get the job done. A rubber pellet will do, trust me.
Well, somebody said, who is it, Bunk? He was like, if you really want to, the dude that played Bunk on The Wire, he said if you really want to get gun reform done, he's like, every black person should go and get an NRA carrying card and get a gun. He was like, they would change the laws like that. Like, no.
Like, hold on, what? Like, dude, no. But like I said, you know, and yeah, I just that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So, okay, we talked about sports. Okay, so
King of R&B has been in 2018. That was one of the largest discussions on the internet.
Yes.
And you were asking me a question,
dude. First of all, am I saying his name right? Is it Jacques, whatever. Yeah. Who is this dude? Like, hey, so I've been asking Boy about the last 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
He keeps telling me. I'm surprised he ain't snapped yet. Like, stop asking me who this damn dude is.
It's hard to like say who is this dude? Because he really doesn't
like,
have a song that you can be like, oh, he sang this song. So he's basically like one of those dudes that has some sort of vocals. It's not like he's Jeremiah where I can be like, oh, he has this song, or he's Trey Songz where I can be like, oh, he got this song. He just took somebody's song. It was the LMFAO LMA song, Tripping, and they did a remix.
Yeah,
and he
I like
up,
that song.
He ended up getting more views off of her original song when he did the remix for hers. That her label sent him a cease and desist saying you can't be singing this song. So then he basically took that and was like, "Oh, I'm the best ever."
Man, dude.
You know, people nowadays, they do one thing, you know.
That's it. That's it, dude, man. That's all you had to do, man. Because like I said, when I I thought it was somebody from Migos. I thought it was a Migo going solo. He's going to go by Amigo. I'm Amigo now.
Because he just looked like that, you know.
Migo. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm a Amigo. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then the thing about it, too, is like, then everybody started coming out and being like, oh, this person is the king of R&B. No, you're not king of R&B. Everybody starts saying the king of R&B. He's just a confident person that says, you know, I'm good.
Dude, just like Dr. Dre and the other Dr. Dre, just because they call themselves doctors doesn't mean they're actually PhD doctors. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just because they say he the king, I'm just going to start claiming shit now.
Yeah.
I'm going to start claiming shit now.
But the thing about that is, the more you do it,
I'm the king of R&B.
Jay-Z said he was the best rapper alive. People started considering him the best rapper alive. Lil Wayne said he was the best rapper alive. People started considering him the best rapper alive. LeBron said he's the GOAT. People think he's the GOAT. So it's all about, like, you know, if you feel like you're something, well, that's the point. It's like, why should there be affirmation? If you're saying that I should be, like, confidence in myself, why should I say the next person is better than me?
My whole thing is that, what's the old saying goes,
he who dealt it smelt it?
No, real killers don't claim they killers.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I feel. Like, if
other people say it.
Yeah, if you have that right there, instantly kind of like knocks you down a peg.
Right.
If you gotta, so who you trying to convince? Yourself or me? You know what I'm saying?
But,
and I have nothing against
if you convince yourself for something for so long, you start to believe it. It's like a lie.
Like a lie.
Why not tell the truth to yourself for a long time? Mm-hmm. I don't have no problem with somebody saying they're the greatest.
Show me them.
Right.
Like I said, I don't know who this dude is. When we talking about the king of R&B, he is definitely not the king of R&B. You know what I'm saying, right? Well, I can tell you that right now.
Man, there's so many things online killing him, though.
Dude.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna crown anybody right now, you know what I'm saying? Especially with R. Kelly going through, because he's definitely dethroned, and with the deaths that we done lost so many greats. It would have to be Chris Brown. Chris Brown or Usher.
Oh, Chris Brown. Speaking of Chris Brown is actually might get 6 months for owning an illegal monkey.
Damn! He got a pet monkey?
He got a pet monkey.
Dude, man. See, I love that dude. Huh? Dude, man. My dad's always on his ass about something.
No matter what.
Man, dude. Hey. Sway Lee got a monkey?
But Sway Lee monkey might be legal.
Sway Lee monkey legal? Sway Lee always on Twitter.
Illegal and illegal monkey.
Just don't sound the punchline. You don't want to hear that, dude. Like, what's the difference between an illegal and an illegal monkey? That punchline don't sound like it's gonna be.
I don't want to answer.
It's gonna be appropriate at all. But Sway Lee, his ass is always on fucking Snapchat with his monkey, dude. Taking showers with him, smoking blunts with him.
Did he spank the monkey?
Dude, in the shower.
Hey, speaking of animals, though, that you see we talked about the stuff with Peter. How Peter was saying that like you shouldn't use certain phrases, like they said you shouldn't use like beating a dead horse, killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Who said this?
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Oh man.
People for the ethical treatment of animals. That's the shit that pissed me off about Peter, though.
Come on, hey man. These
what's considered an animal to Peter, though? You know, like humans been beat up, trafficked, shot. They never came forward.
Who's actually running is a damn animal. Because the shit that they're talking about, like, dude, this is ridiculous.
But I think nowadays, though, the more sensationalized you do something, the more people talk about it. So they're kind of like, it probably started off as a joke, and then they were like, you know what, let's just put this out there and people will talk about it.
If y'all could see my face.
Yeah. They said,
come on, man, dude.
But the thing about it, they never said anything about spanking a monkey, choking a chicken, petting the serpents. They never
flogging the bishop. That's not an animal, but still, it's inappropriate.
So they said, and then they came up with different things to use as opposed to those. You know, like,
dude, man, they're going too far, man.
They said you shouldn't even use the term "bring home the bacon" because, like, you're gonna offend a pig somewhere.
Dude, are you serious? You gotta be full of shit, man. No, he's dead ass too, man. Dude, Peter, man, dude, y'all not.
You can't say that.
What, dead ass?
You can't say dead ass. You're offending donkeys.
I'm gonna offend a zombie somewhere.
No, donkey.
I'm offending a donkey somewhere, dude. Cause maybe a donkey got some dead relatives, and I'm offended like that. Right, you know what I'm saying? My dad's a dead ass.
Right.
So what, is that funny now?
Yeah.
Is that funny now?
You find that funny?
You find that funny, dude?
Yeah.
Dude.
So
can I say, man, I gotta piss like a Russian racehorse?
You can't.
I'm gonna offend a Russian racehorse.
Somewhere.
That's
They're
sitting
gonna mess
around
and mess up the election.
Aginski.
Hey, speaking of the election, because all that led to this, I just want to say shout out to all the government workers out there who are working without pay or who are not working at all, but faking like they're working to get back pay.
Man.
Did you hear about the TSA members that been calling in sick?
Bro, you know that if they don't get this shutdown in order, it's gonna hold up tax returns?
Yeah, I don't care.
Dude, you know, they're like, what? They didn't know that. They're like, they're about to start riding.
Yeah.
Go back to work. Go back to work. Go back to work. We want to spend some money. We want
our checks.
We want our checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
this is
we don't care about what the fuck y'all got to go through out there, man. What's wrong with y'all? Man, go back to work.
Hey, we'll go build a wall ourselves.
Man, dude.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
And then did you see your boy? He lied too. He said that all the presidents, all the former presidents are with him on the wall.
Oh,
yeah. Obama came up and said, hell no. Bill Clinton said, hell no.
Man,
Jimmy Carter said, fuck that shit.
Dude, Jimmy Carter even know what's going on. He's still like,
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that, man.
But it's like, yo, this, and then he said if he doesn't get the wall and then he stops the shutdown.
How did Bush? What did Bush? Did he say Bush agree with him?
Oh, Bush already said hell no.
Even Bush said hell no? Even Bush said hell. Even Bush.
You know somebody's bad when they make you miss the Bush.
Right? Exactly. It's like, damn, man. Y'all remember the good old days with George W. Bush?
And that's what kills me, right? And that's what kills me. It's Kanye said George Bush doesn't like black people. And he's at the White House kissing the orange hand.
Man. Dude, I told you, man, like me, and I said this on our earlier show, I'm still on the fence.
About what?
With Kanye and Lil Wayne, man. I don't know, man. It's like, I don't really like y'all, but I love y'all music. It's another R. Kelly thing.
The thing about it is, people always try to say, can you separate the artist from the artistry? It's hard. It's like me making you cream of wheat, right? With sugar and milk. And I stir it all up. And I'm like, only eat the wheat. As stupid as that sound, right? That's
not the cream.
It sound. Right.
Not that butter or the sugar like this.
But yeah, make sure you don't like his personal life because that's what it's all encompassing.
The cream from the wheat.
By the time you're thinking about it, food get cold.
But no, dude, it's impossible, dude. Like, it's like, well, I don't see how if I don't like you as a person, I don't like your craft.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can respect it and keep like, you know what? Is he dope? Yes, he's dope. Yeah, he's good. But for example, I don't like 50 Cent. So I don't like nothing that 50 Cent produces. I don't like him. I don't like his music. I don't like Power. 50 Cent is a piece of shit ass fucking person. He doesn't want to see anybody else around him to come up.
He's a troller, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Trolls. Yeah. He falls out with everybody, dude. Yeah. He's not loyal, but he always screaming that loyal shit. He don't want to see nobody make no motherfucking money, dude. He's a hating ass nigga, dude. I can't stand 50 Cent. He's a fucking
$25,
dude.
Hey, but we've gone 42 minutes without you saying the N word, and that was the first N word you dropped.
I know, dude. I had to. I was like, dude, I gotta like, dude. I can't stand him though, man. Like, dude. And everybody like, I can't believe you're not watching Pop. Like, dude, I don't support him, bro. Like, dude, he's so fake, man. Like, dude, he done turned on almost everybody in G Unit or somehow, but he done fell out with everybody, but it's everybody but him.
Right.
Like, dude, you the common denominator, bro. It's you.
Speaking of common denominators, what do you feel about Kevin Hart going on Ellen DeGeneres and stating his point as to why he didn't apologize right away about things that he said about his homophobic remarks, and then now everyone is on, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are on Ellen DeGeneres' case, which is, I think, that the media tried to like, because if you release a headline saying people are pissed at one person, other outlets tend to pick it up, and then all of a sudden something snowballs, right? Mm-hmm. Did you know about the situation?
See, I didn't know about the Ellen. I heard he got pulled from hosting something.
He didn't get pulled from hosting it, right? Yeah. So he made some homophobic remarks back in the day. Right, and he apologized for it, right? Yeah. When they found out that he was hosting the Oscars, they came back and was like, you need to apologize again. And he's like, hell no, I'm not apologizing again. Matter of fact, I don't even want to do the show. However, I'm sorry for blah, 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 but I've already addressed this in the past, so people were upset. So basically, he went on Ellen to state why he's like, I've evolved, I've changed. Like, if you keep asking someone for an apology and they have apologized before, you don't want an apology.
Dude.
I don't know what they want. They probably want us to have sex with a man.
Yeah, dude, show me.
Like, show us.
Show me how saw you. Dude. No, show me. Come here. Bring him in. Come on. Pierre, come here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, hey, my whole thing is, dude. And you know, I'm not even a Kevin Hart fan, but I'm totally on his side with this, dude. I already, you know what I'm saying? I already apologized, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying?
What more do you want? Like Tyrese said, what more do you want from me?
Like, dude. And my whole thing is, you know, I'm not, you know, like, I say everybody knows me, dude. I'm not a homophobic dude. I love the gay community. Y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? I got gay family and friends and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I say what I say. I talk shit about everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to change who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, because I hate how they trying to, it's basically how, like, I'm not trying to, like, put them together for, like Jewish. Is it a religion or is it a race? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do the same thing with gay. It's like gay people are everybody.
Right.
They're black, they're white, they're everybody. It's not like once you gay, you like this is your race. Right. Like you're different. You're not a human being. Like no, you're still human. I could talk shit about whoever the fuck I want to talk about. Dude, toughen up. My whole thing is if that's who you are and you love it, that's you. Embrace it. We that's you. Right. So what? I'm talking shit about people. You think I get mad at every time, dude?
Somebody says something about a black person.
Exactly.
Or somebody from Chicago.
Exactly, dude. I talk shit about people from Chicago. Or heterosexual people. Right. Y'all can't embody every single insult, and that's their thing. It's like, okay, I understand you got an agenda. You understand you got to move, but y'all, you force feeding it too much for the point where like we're gonna be like, like okay, we get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we get it. And everybody's cool. Like, just lighten up again because gay people, y'all are everybody. Y'all everybody. You're every race. Like you know what I'm saying?
Because most people used to say gay people are light on their feet, so you can't use the word light. They gonna get
are you serious? And that's the thing I'm talking about. Like I don't like this. Like I like how everything's getting laid out in the world. I'm so about equal rights and everybody doing it, but this extra PC world, like the eggshell world, dude, like y'all are like, man, this dude.
Soft.
Man, it's just a little bit.
You can't say soft either.
You can't say soft. It's like, and my whole thing is, that's another narrative that I want them to stop for the gay community. Just because you gay, you don't have to be soft.
Right.
You can be a tough gay dude. You can be gay. You don't gotta be like just because you gay doesn't mean you gotta be sensitive and soft. You can be a tough gay that can take jokes and all that stuff. Like so what? Like okay, you gay. Okay, move on.
Yeah, because you're a human being.
Yeah, dude. It's like dude. Like dude, we're gonna talk shit about you, dude. Like stay.
Talk shit back.
Exactly. Dude, just talk shit back. That's all it is. It's like, dude, like that's all I feel.
You can't even say talk shit back though.
Cause there's a turd somewhere that's gonna get mad, dude. Is that what you're gonna say?
No.
A piece of shit ass person is gonna get mad somewhere? Like
that
I'm a piece of shit ass person.
No, but talk shit back in the same sentence as gay, you can't. Hey, movies. Yo, did you see Aquaman yet?
Man, I loved it, dude. You seen it yet?
Did?
Dude, I loved it.
You loved Aquaman?
Man, I love
what
Aquaman.
Did you like about Aquaman?
All right, here's the thing is, because Aquaman has one of my favorite villains, you know what I'm saying, is in that movie, dude, and they did him justice, and I was just, because I was worried. I was like, dude.
Which one, the brother?
Black Manta. Dude, yeah. Black Manta, dude, was badass. You seen it, right?
I saw Black Manta. Black Mantis is actually the dude. Have you seen, what's that show that came on Netflix about hip-hop? Is
that where he was?
It was like these hip hop dudes, and it was like 4 of them, but it's like a story about Nas, and Nas was the narrator.
All them kids.
Will Smith's son was on it. Shaheem.
The breakdown. The Get Down.
He was on the Get Down as the disco dude that owned the club. Remember?
Oh, okay. See,
I'm dancer.
I gotta get caught up. I'm like halfway through season 1.
But you would have seen him. He's I forgot his name on there, but he was the dancer dude.
I gotta see
remember?
It, dude. The Get Down's good.
The one where he took the girl Marlene to the club. Mm-hmm. The guy that snatched her up and was dancing. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, okay. But I like Aquaman. I just didn't like the acting. To me was horrible. Well, like because I pay attention to acting.
Yeah.
Like for me, it kind of took a lot of it because I'm like, man.
Well,
but it was a good action flick, though.
It was action packed.
It was long as hell.
Dude, it was long. I like
who could have came back the next day.
They
like, hey, stop this. I'm gonna go home, come back. You know,
is this episode 1? Like, dude, I'm gonna come back tomorrow for episode 2. This is one movie, but it was good, action packed. I like they did Aquaman, like his character, like. Not to get all like fanboy and nerdy and geeky comic booky on y'all, but they did his character justice on like showing
justice.
Bam. They did his character justice on plugging in like showing like his physical like abilities and stuff like that, because like that dude is like super strong, dude. Like he can do
Drago.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what I
like. I don't know like, I don't know like if you know much about the character, but like I said, it was a good movie. You should go see it. Another movie that I'm waiting for. Since we're on the movie topic is Split. No, Glass. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yep. With what's his name?
Samuel L. Jackson,
looking like a
Bruce
young,
Willis, and
Nick Cannon looked like a young Glass with his hairstyle.
Hey, shout out to Fancy Ray saying that Nick Cannon biting his style.
Speaking of biting hairstyles, have you seen Usher?
No.
Usher hairstyle basically looks like he went to the.
No, have you seen Jacques?
Yeah, Young Jock. That's what I said. All these people from Atlanta just like saying who can outdo who hairdo.
Right.
Because, wait till I show you Usher.
Hey, all right, so look. Y'all can probably look.
Usher basically went to the doctor. Went to the dude. Was like, make me super fly.
Make me super fly.
Right.
Hey, if you look at that picture at glimpse, he looked like Miguel.
Hey, you know what I said? I said, let it perm.
Right, dude? Hey, his shit is whipped though, bro. Got the Elvis whip on that,
That's
man.
what I said. What's going on in Atlanta?
Man,
all
hey,
these
you know what?
Just like, I'm gonna outdo your hair, dude.
Hey, actually, dude, I kind of like that, man. Like the
old school?
like the crazy hair thing, shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's cool.
For other people,
yeah.
You should get it. Then.
I got dreads.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Perm your dreads.
I'm a perm. I'm gonna turn them green. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, the Glass movie is the third installment. So if you haven't seen the first two movies, dude, I like how.
Which one was the first one? Was the first one
Unbreakable?
Which one was the second one? I See
Split.
Dead People. Split?
Yep. See, you didn't.
Oh, the split personality where that dude kidnaps the girls and then he's like,
dude,
okay.
See, this is why I think it's so dope.
Like they didn't, like I
you didn't see it coming.
Guessed it.
You just had to.
Because when I saw it, I'm like, that's the same dude from that crazy movie, and then he got personalities just like, okay, all right, makes sense.
But you didn't.
I learned something new.
In the movie, as the movie goes along, like he just bam puts it in like this is part 2. You're like, oh, it's the twist. So I don't want to give it up if you haven't seen it.
Because it is M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. He always does the twist.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. It's
twist.
M. Night Shyamalan, so we don't want to offend nobody that's so just
that's a ding dong.
Or ding dong or a Shyamalan. I don't know. To everybody's PC. So
or night.
So we apologize if you if you're a Knight or a Shyamalan or a ding dong. Just put them together. We're just having fun. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? But M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong has a new movie coming out called Glass, third installment. You should go see it. Actually, if you're looking for some movies to go see with the kids, The Grinch is good, and that Into the Spider-Verse is like one of the best movies out too. So
that cartoon joint?
Yeah, that Spider-Man one. So go check that out.
Yeah.
What else is going on I wanted to talk about? It was something I wanted to tell you about. Dude, well. So if y'all can see me now, I got my Bears sweater on. We will be watching the game at Aure's in St. Paul off 7th in downtown. Game starts, kickoff is around 3:20, 3:40 or something like that against the Eagles. So I will be doing a little Facebook live down there. So
by the time this hit, it'll be over with. So it's not right now, so.
This ain't live, bro. He's talking about like this.
Somebody gonna show up there and be like,
I just said, hey man, this nigga lied to me. Like this.
Where's he at?
Where is he at?
Oh, I just want to plug something on the January the 26th.
Yes, dude, that's what I want to talk about.
We are comedians gonna be hooping against some teachers for a very special cause. There's a lot of comedians. I don't want to leave anyone out.
Alvin Irby's gonna be there.
He's gonna be there. KJ is gonna be there. Kevin Kraft is gonna be there.
Shout out to all my brothers.
Ashley, Pierre,
yes.
Bruce Leroy.
Is Elliot Vreeland gonna be there?
No, I posted
Elliot, man.
I posted
Elliot
something.
and Ernest, man, get y'all asses
on
down
Facebook,
there, man.
And the people that responded to me are the people that are gonna be a
I'm
part
ahead
of
of Elliot.
Elliot
Vreeland, man, very funny brother. That's my dude.
Who else? KJ. Yeah, so it's gonna be
Coleman
pretty
gonna
good.
Be down there and Greg.
Who?
Coleman.
No, the people. I'm only naming people that responded to me.
All right. So if you haven't, I don't know who's responded, but if you haven't responded, respond. Get down there.
I think we're good on comics now.
Okay.
Because then at nighttime,
but if not, come support.
Show. Yeah.
It's
if you
for a good cause.
Check it out. I don't know. It's gonna be a yearly thing, so My goal is to hopefully have a lot of individuals that will be showing up. There's a lot of people putting this together. A lot of people whose hands are part of it. All of it goes to basically support MTCS schools.
Yes,
basically, it's Minnesota Transition Charter Schools. So that's January the 26th from 12 to 3 p.m.
Remember that.
Local chefs and MTCS schools invite you to eat good food, laugh as comedians, play the wild game of basketball. Our coach is going to be formal WNBA superstar Kayla Jones.
Oh,
so,
yes.
We're going to have a raffle, $10. We have a signed basketball from the T-Wolves. I'm supposed to be waiting on a Karl Anthony Towns signed jersey.
Was the links too?
Huh?
Was that one we want for the links?
No, she didn't play for the Lynx. I don't know if they're. I'm gonna reach out to people. So if you know of anybody in different organizations that can support this, please let us know.
Yeah.
Check it out on Facebook. So all the comics who are adding their flair to this, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
guys.
then it's gonna be a 2-part event at nighttime. We're going to be at Mojo Cafe, at 2205 California Street in North Minneapolis from 7 to 9 p.m. A special comedy show, $25 dinner included with the comedy show, and there's going to be prizes as well. Seating are limited, so show up. The tickets are going pretty fast. So come
down. And another thing that I'm kind of excited to see, dude. Some of these comedians that's on here
can
hoop. That's Boyman can hoop. Kevin Crab can hoop, and KJ can hoop.
There's one of the teachers that's been talking trash. His name is Reggie. I think he's pretty good at hooping.
Hey, but
so it's
Reggie.
Gonna be good.
Professor Reggie.
Yeah. If you need more information, call 612-378-1377 or go to mtcs.org. I'll give you definitely more information. I'll probably post the flyer on this video somewhere when we start talking about it. So please show up and support these students. It's basically for students who in the 9th and 10th grade were like, you know what, I should get serious and try to go to college, and they're going to college but they need help. So this money is going to be used for anything that they need, toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever. Just to help them ease their load.
Yeah, and like I said, like Boyman said, just not to reiterate or beat a dead horse.
Nah, don't beat that dead horse.
Peter gonna find us. But even if you, like I said, the other comedians, like if just come down and support.
Yeah,
just come down there.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That
always helps.
If you want to put on a Jerry curl and sit on the bench and help us out,
it's gonna be a fun event, man. So come down, check it out, dude. You got a set ready already for the 26th?
Nah.
I know
I ain't gonna have nothing ready. Hey, matter of fact, I'm just hoping to still be able to stand up.
Yeah, dude, I love performing with this guy, Boyman. I think I ask him this question almost every single time we perform, and it's always and he's never shaken or like it's just like dude, and then bam, right there, dude. And I told you that was one thing I always like admire you about you or envy, but like, dude, how you can just come up with like a
but you
solid
the same
set,
but
man.
I'm saying though, you the same way too, you know what I'm saying? Like me, what I envy the most about you is you write, like you take time to structure, and then like your style is basically laid back, like you would throw out something out there and then I sit to myself and I think, I'm like, how the hell did he come up with that one? And the beautiful part about it is I sit back and I'm like, I wish I had thought of that.
We say it to each other all the time, dude.
That should be something. Bro. And then it's like we call each other and be like, yo, you one of the comics that I can trust, and be like, yo, I'm gonna call him and tell this one, even though I might not remember it. Remember how he used to be like,
that was an inside joke, because I'll see if you're gonna get to it. And I wanted to get to that. Me and B got this inside joke been going on. Like, B done told so many, he done forgot so many good jokes because he doesn't write it down. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to just start writing them down, then present them back to you and see if you remember to say I said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, should I use this joke? Like, man, that shit funny. I know you wrote it. You just don't remember you wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. But yeah, dude, like I'm that nigga that follow be around because he's just spilling money out of his pockets. You know what I'm saying? I'm just picking it up, because that's one thing too. We always say about comedians, like you see us sometimes at the show. We may not laugh, doesn't mean we don't appreciate what you're saying.
Right.
Because sometimes that's the biggest compliment you can get from, I feel, from a comedian. It's like, damn, why did I think that? Man,
I wish
I would have said that. Dude. Like that, like when you hear comedians say that, comedians know, like, damn, that's like, dude, like,
that's a good joke.
Like that's a good joke.
Yeah.
Like, man, I wish I would have said that, dude. I love hearing those type of jokes. I love hearing those type of jokes, dude. Like, and you know what I'm saying?
Because it's inspirational. Now you're gonna be like, man,
I got it, right, dude.
You know
man, and I love that, dude. So yeah, so it should be a good show. On the 26th, like you said, January 26th, he laid out all the information. Y'all can play this episode back, or like I said, we'll be posting too.
Right. So, and we're gonna be the goal is to come with some funny skits or something to talk about the show, because I kind of want to. And then I'll probably be hitting up because my brother does something on KMOJ called the African Roots Connection, so I'm definitely going to be going up, and not probably, but I'm definitely going to be going up there to talk about it. I got someone at WCCO. Maybe hit a KMOJ morning show at some point. Maybe I'll holler at Chantel to see what's good.
Dude, support, man, from the Twin Cities is definitely appreciated and welcome. So,
and the thing about it too, the 1 to 3 joint on the 26th is a family event, so you can bring out all your family members. You know, so come check it out. You know.
Not to the comedy show, but the basketball show, yes, I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying.
The basketball is gonna be jokes.
Yeah, that's gonna be good, dude. Like I said, I can't wait to see. Cause it's gonna be good, dude. Don't get it twisted. Some of these comedians on this roster can actually hoop. Yeah. I hoop with these cats. So
and we reached the 1 minute mark. So went pretty fast. First show of 2019.
Yes, dude. Glad to be back, dude. We had a little hiatus. We had the holidays.
Long time.
I got sick, man, and so apologize for that, and be patient with that. So yeah, dude, and we back. 2019, finna kick this off good. This is I like this, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things that's gonna happen this year.
Dude.
So
look forward to a lot of
stuff. Hope you achieve all of your goals that you've set, no matter how small they are, no matter how large they are. I don't even care if you're a drug dealer and you're like, I'm wishing to not get arrested this year.
Dude, I'm getting the key. That's it. This year, I'm getting the key.
Yeah. Hey, strive for that. You don't
live your best life.
Speaking of that, hey, my favorite show, comes on. I don't know what channel it is, but it's called Love. I think it's It's called Love After Lockup.
No.
So it's basically about these people that find people who are in jail, so they become a prison pen pal with them, like both men and women that are locked up, and then like the person is on the outside.
Love After Lockup.
Yeah, and then they go and they meet the person, and some of them for the first time, and then they basically are planning on getting married and having a life with this person because it's so crazy. Some people are on drugs, some people have like the third strike. But it's just funny because I sit there and I'm like screaming at the TV,
yo. Catfish.
Hey,
like,
it's great, yo.
What channel?
It's great. It's on We.
We?
Yeah, it's called Love After Lockup.
Oh, okay, dude. Hey.
We watch that show all the time.
So one of my guilty
back
pleasures,
at it,
dude.
because it's like, the person just got out of jail. Like, what are you
dude,
doing? Like,
dude,
there's a lot of people on the outside that you can be talking to.
Man,
like, what's your problem?
Man, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yes.
Dude, I'm definitely about to throw that into my rotation.
But you gonna be addicted. I'm gonna let you know.
It's one of those shows, dude.
It's one of those shows.
What season is it on?
Season 2.
Oh, so this has been on for a while.
Season 2.
Don't
go to last year because it's just jump into season 2.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just entertaining. You start judging people. Like I found myself being extremely judgmental.
Like, how dare would you get?
Yeah, why?
You had him around your kids?
Yeah, why?
You don't have him around your
why
kids.
Why you asking questions like that?
What?
Like you don't ask nobody what they got arrested for.
Dude, you kill anybody up in there? Dude, no, kill them.
And another thing too. I'm gonna tell people. What I've learned from this show is if you're going to pick up somebody who is being released from jail, don't show up on time because you're going to be waiting for a long time.
Yeah,
they never release people on time from jail.
Release process.
Like, there's always like 2, 3, 4 hours late.
Oh, yeah. Because just the releasing process is 6 to 8. Yeah,
and that anticipation is there for the other person. Like, I can't wait. And then another thing, people that work in prisons, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, this is a human being. Just because they made a bad decision, quit being assholes.
Dude.
Jesus, that's why some of y'all getting stabbed by people in there now. Like, be nice to people.
Man, dude. And thing is, it ain't no mystery. I've had experience with the criminal justice system, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I've had some experience with them, and it is just that it ain't even about being nice. It's about respect. Just show respect.
Human being.
Respect me as a human being.
Right.
Dude, I'm already in here. Being disciplined. This is my punishment. I don't need you to exacerbate my situation and make it worse. Trust me, it's bad enough as it is.
All of us have been there where we were in a situation that we could have turned left and gone to jail, but we went right? So why judge the other person? That's all we gonna say.
Yeah, so. All right, Love After Lockup.
Yep.
Put it in rotation.
We'll see y'all later.
BS Podcast Show. Thank you, everybody.